Welcome to the 33rd episode of the mini video series, Fridays with Father. December 6th, which corresponds to December 19th on the Gregorian calendar, always makes us think of one person, Saint Nicholas the Wonder Worker. Whenever the name of Saint Nicholas is mentioned, children usually think of this. While people in Serbia and Serbs throughout the world think of this, theologians and seminarians think of this. And I'll explain that later. One thing is certain, Saint Nicholas is the best known and the most venerated saint of the Orthodox Church. To find out who he is, what he is best known for, and how his identity was stolen, please join me in this episode of Fridays with Father. Historically, we do not know much about the life of Saint Nicholas. What we do know that he was the only child of pious Christians, Theophanes and Nona. Born at the end of the 3rd century, he endured persecution, along with other Christians of his time. Saint Nicholas took monastic vows very early in his life, and as a young monk, he made pilgrimages to Palestine and Egypt. After the death of his parents, he inherited their estate, and he became known for his generous gifts to those in need. Saint Nicholas was consecrated bishop of Myra in the beginning of the 4th century. He was imprisoned during the time of Emperor Diocletian and released by Constantine the Great when he came to power. Remember, it was the Emperor Constantine the Great who gave freedom to Christians to practice their faith in 313 AD. Saint Nicholas was one of the 318 bishops who gathered together at the First Ecumenical Council in Nicaea in 325. At that council, Saint Nicholas was noted for his strong defense of orthodoxy against the Arians. Saint Nicholas, moved with the zeal for the Lord, refuted the heretic Arius with his words, but when the heretic would not listen, he struck him upon his face. For this, he was deprived of the emblems of his episcopal rank, but later was restored to the same dignity. Aside from this incident at the Ecumenical Council in Nicaea, Saint Nicholas is remembered as a great ascetic, the one who showed kindness and love to his people. In the Troparion, or the spiritual song for the feast of Saint Nicholas, we sing to him and we call him a teacher of abstinence, an image of humility, and a measure of faith. Having reached an old age, Saint Nicholas peacefully fell asleep in the Lord in the year 343. His relics were preserved, incorrupt, in the local cathedral of Myra. However, due to the Turkish invasion in the year of 1087, his relics were transferred to the Italian city of Bari, where they rest to this very day. The feast of the translation of his relics from Myra to Bari is celebrated in May. His flock held Saint Nicholas at a great esteem even during his life, but especially in the time after his repose. As early as the 6th century, the church was built and consecrated in his honor in Myra, or modern-day Demre, in Antalya region of Turkey. In the following centuries, many churches and monasteries were built in the glory and honor of Saint Nicholas. In addition to being honored as the patron saint of many countries and cities, he is the patron saint of many professionals, most notably of travelers, and especially those on the sea. We noted earlier that Saint Nicholas was known for giving freely to the needy. Not only did he give freely, but he also gave secretly according to the commandment of the Lord, who said, "When you give, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your giving may be in secret. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you." It was specifically this characteristic of Saint Nicholas that gave basis to a modern-day Santa Claus. Prior to the Protestant Reformation, it was the character of Saint Nicholas who gave secret gifts not only to children, but also to the needy as well. After the Reformation, however, devotion to Saint Nicholas disappeared in almost all of the Protestant countries of Europe, except Holland, where his legend persisted as a Sinterklaas, a Dutch variant of the name Nicholas. Dutch colonists took this tradition with them to the American colonies in the 17th century. Sinterklaas was adopted by the English-speaking majority under the name Santa Claus. The legend of a kind old man was united with the old Nordic folktale of a magician who punished naughty children and rewarded good children with presents. The resulting image of Santa Claus in the United States crystallized in the 19th century, and ever since he has remained the patron of the gift-giving holiday season. The sad part is that our modern-day Santa Claus has very little resemblance of St. Nicholas's original character, who was known not only for his generosity, but for his zeal for the true faith and love for Jesus Christ, whom he served faithfully. Children, the next time you see Santa Claus, ask him, why did he punch the heretic Arius in the face? If he doesn't know the answer, then he's not the real Santa. Also, don't let anyone tell you that Santa Claus does not exist. He is very real, and I will show him to you the next time we see each other in church. Okay? I would also like to use this opportunity to wish a Srečna Slava to all of those who celebrate St. Nicholas, and to wish a happy name day to all Nicks, Nicholas, and Nicholases out there. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Fridays with Father, and please subscribe to our St. Elijah YouTube channel and click the notification button to stay up to date with new episodes coming out every Friday. Thanks for watching, and God bless you.